You know me, SDMT. Let's get it, baby. I know a lot of y'all just seen it. Everybody's reacted, man. Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley, man. Jake Paul gets a split decision. Let's talk about this fight, man. Did it go how you thought? A lot of people thought Woodley was going to knock him out. I didn't think that. I already knew that wasn't going to happen. Woodley was talking this mess. I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to put these hands on you for the OGs and all this crazy stuff. And he goes into the fight, and his words don't match his fight. His fight, you know what I'm saying, just aggressive. You know what I mean? Like those last rounds, you expect Woodley to be going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just get him out of there. You know what I mean? Just go crazy. And he's just like very patient and sitting back and just not throwing. People can say he was scared to get knocked out by Jake. Okay, that could be a fair point. But at the end of the day, you going out there saying, you know, you fighting for everybody and you about to knock this kid out. That's what we expect him. We expect you to go crazy. But Tyron Woodley has all the physical ability, but he gets in his own head. That's where he gets beat a lot of the times. You seen him fight Rory. Rory pretty much just neutralized him, got him out of his game, and he was just in his head mentally. Just, you know what I'm saying, not even fighting that fight. You know what I'm saying? We seen Kobe on him. Usman broke him. You know what I mean? So we really look at it, man, it was a good boxing match. Jake Paul definitely, you know what I'm saying, outpointed him. One judge had Tyron Woodley winning the last 5-6 rounds. I don't know what fight he was watching that should have been unanimous, but at the end of the day, man, Jake Paul did his thing against a credible opponent in Tyron Woodley. You know what I mean? He landed some good shots. He took some good shots. He almost got knocked through the ropes, but he bounced back real quick. You know what I'm saying? He showed he could take a punch. He looked kind of sloppy and tired, and so did Tyron Woodley. Woodley, his conditioning was better than what I thought it would be. But he just didn't let go. He just didn't let his hands go and go crazy like everybody wanted him to. And that's exactly who Tyron Woodley is. He's this super big, intimidating looking dude, and he's smart, but he gets in his own head. He doesn't be as aggressive as he should be, so he loses that fight because he is almost in passive mode. You know what I mean? A lot of the fight, he landed some good shots, but he didn't continuously put that pressure and apply it on Jake. You know what I mean? Maybe because Jake landed some punches and he had to respect him. But at the end of the day, man, Jake Paul gets the dub, man. He looked good. He showed some boxing ability. He had some nice counters in there. And it's cool to see him growing as a boxer and improving every time. You know what I mean? This is a real test against Tyron Woodley. Who's next? That's going to be interesting, man. But Jake Paul got a big bag. Tyron Woodley got a big bag. Everybody was watching. UFC fans mad as hell. I'm a UFC fan, but if you're a true UFC fan, you kind of know that Tyron Woodley's been washed this last year or two. You know what I mean? He's been letting a lot of people down. That Kobe fight was it for me. You know what I mean? It was it for me the way he came out and didn't even go crazy. But, you know, this was a fight that he was supposed to go out there, you know what I mean, and just, you know, let it all fly. And then when it got to the last rounds, you knew he was down in rounds because he wasn't throwing as much. Then he should have been going crazy. There was no reason for him to be sitting on his hands, being patient. And then another thing he was doing, he was jumping back when Jake Paul would punch. And you can't counter somebody when you jump back. In boxing, you have to move slightly so you can land a counter. He's jumping back. When you jump back, you can't really counter. So he showed some, you know, boxing holes in his game and all. But at the end of the day, man, you know, the man of the night is Jake Paul. A lot of people mad, a lot of people hating. But, you know, he didn't get knocked out. He almost got knocked down. But he just proved that he can take a hit because Tyron Woodley has power. But at the end of the day, Jake Paul bounced right back and kept fighting, you know what I mean, and survived that round. You know what I mean? But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who should Jake Paul fight next? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And that's a wrap on SDMT!